I truly believe that, we're here to achieve good things. And when your heart's in the right place and you have that get up and drive and go, and you have your values set out correctly and all the other bits and pieces that make us all magical, then you're going to be okay.
How does it feel living a life following your purpose or
Oh,
living out your purpose?
can I tell you, it goes back to, being a producer for many years, being in this amazing role, producing these fabulous shows. I've produced so many wonderful shows, and that's so good. So I could have been content with that. Then I started doing a life of greatness, and I had no idea how that was going to go. I had an innate knowing it would go well. I did. I knew that, for something within me knew that. But when I got onto that, that was another level of beauty and love and wonder. And that's why I made the decision I have to move more towards that path. Because if I think about what my soul's journey is, it's to help other people.
Mm,
And I'm helping other people by producing, don't get me wrong, but I can help so many more people by
mm.
doing this. And, I get so many letters and emails and messages from people telling me how the podcast has changed their life. I remember getting this one email from a lady, and she had just had this awful time the last 6 months, and she'd said that it was in the height of Melbourne lockdown, so she was struggling with that. Someone close to her had passed away, and she'd just had a newborn baby, and so she said she was just so lonely, and she just felt broken, and she would have to wake up in the middle of the night to feed this baby a couple of times a night. And she said, and I would sit there feeding the baby, mourning the loss of the person in my life that had died, as well as being in Melbourne lockdown. And I'd sit there and I'd listen to your podcast. And she said, that, Sarah, is the thing that got me through. That is the thing that got me up when all I wanted to do was sleep. And I had to feed my baby, and that got me through. And I can't thank you enough for that. And I think I get so many emails and messages from people like that, where they're so honest and they're true, and they're telling me how much I affected their life. I'm going to do that. I'm going to devote my life to that. I
Mm.
mean, that feeling, and I know is more to me than anything else. If I can be a vehicle of hope and wisdom for these people, I mean, my job's done.
Mm.
That to be able to give that to people, to me, is the most fulfilling thing I think anyone could ask for.
Yeah, I feel like we're on similar paths. I mean, we've service of others is a focus
Yeah.
of ours in different ways, but still, it's the service of others.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I'm living my purpose too, as you know, in the work of mental health and suicide prevention. When if you're lucky enough to identify your true purpose and then live out that purpose in the service of other people,
Yeah.
there's this really beautiful alignment from a individual, physical, spiritual, emotional
Mm.
perspective. It just feels right.
Oh, for sure.
This is where I'm meant to be. And
Yeah.
what I mean by that is, for a long time, I thought my purpose in life was to play elite sport,
Yes.
and that was my job, and that was my identity.
Mm.
But what I've since learnt, having retired 20 years ago and done a lot of reflection and a lot of hard work, is that that was the vehicle to
Yeah.
give me the opportunity to move in another direction now.
Yeah.
And it's hard sometimes because you wonder, I don't know about you, but this is my experience, is anyone listening? Am I making any difference? But then you get the letters
Yeah.
from your listening community to say thank you. And I don't think that I'm assuming this, but you don't do it for thank yous.
Oh,
You do it
absolutely
because
not.
this is what you want to do and
Yes.
that's your purpose. But when you get those reminders or those messages from people, it just nourishes your soul.
Oh,
I'm making a difference.
yeah.
What else can I do to help other people? And I think we're part of a small percentage of people globally that are in the privileged position of having a positive impact on other people's lives. I wish everybody in the world could find something that they were incredibly passionate about in
Yes.
order to have that positive, lasting impact on other people's lives because you know what? You can play any sport. You can have any amount of money. You can be the richest or the poorest person in the world. There is no greater satisfaction knowing that you've had a positive impact on another person's life.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's why I talk about it so much in the podcast. And the fact is, like, you don't even have to be in a position that you and I are in. I mean, we're both in the media. You can be a mother and have that impact on people and, that be your sole job and just be wonderful at doing that. And I think when you really find what your gifts are and use them to the best of your ability, then you know that your life is just going to be one of pure bliss. I mean, Wayne Dyer, one of my most beloved spiritual teachers who passed away a few years ago, always said, "Don't die with your music still inside of you." And I just think that's so true. And when I found where my music was, I've been able to give that to so many people, and that's what makes me so truly happy.